Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So by now we've all played Splatoon 3 enough to know what weapons we like and don't like to play. And for the most part, I think the weapons right now are pretty balanced. However, we must talk about the dreadful Ink VAC. I often main the Charger and it obviously comes with the Ink VAC. And I can say this is like the worst special ever made to date, and here's why. First of all, you literally need to wait an average of 5 billion years for it to be ready to fire if you haven't collected sufficient ink. Which will be the case 99% of the time, because obviously if you pull up next to your enemies with the Poltergust 9000, they will stop shooting at you and proceed to sneak around you and screw you from behind. Which brings me to my next point. You are left incredibly vulnerable when you use it. At least with the Stingray in Splatoon 2, you could position yourself in an isolated place and fire, since it penetrates through walls and whatnot, but you need to be close to your opponent in order to splat them with the ink vac. Now for my final argument. Why do I need to wait until the dinosaurs return from extinction for this weapon to be ready to fire, and then wait more time for the projectile to actually explode? Like literally, what the fuck was Nintendo thinking? That pause before the explosion is gonna let enemies get away in time and splat me clearly. Not to mention, the weapons that have ink vac at the time of recording this video are all support or backliner weapons, which will obviously not be an advantage after you fire the ink vac shot and your opponents start circling you like vultures. Now, you might say,
Nexus, you're not a pro player. You're not allowed to shit on weapons you're not good enough to use.
well, there are probably way more casual Splatoon players than pro players, so this obviously affects the majority of players. Even if you're like God tier at the game, I'm sure you might also find it more difficult to use compared to other specials, so don't cancel me. Anyway, Nintendo, you messed up real good with this special and I'll never forgive you for it. That concludes my Ink VAC rant. Thank you for watching and subscribe!